Under the Traffic and Road Safety Amendment Act 2018, car dealers were given 6 months to clear all cars which were 15 years and older. This was after the ban on such cars was effected on 30th September 2018. The move was aimed at reducing pollution. However, most potential car buyers, who generally prefer to buy cars 15 years and older because they tended to be cheaper, now find cars unaffordable because the prices have gone up considerably since the ban. According to the Uganda Revenue Authority Commissioner for Customs, the number of cars imported into the country has reduced significantly over the past year.
Last year, before the ban came into effect, we had on average, we were clearing about 4,100 vehicles, 4,000 and above per month. When the ban came into force, they have slightly dropped to about 3,800 a month. So there's a reduction of about 300, 400 vehicles per month. But for the revenue, we are still within our targets that we expected to collect.
In August last year, this bond in industrial area was full of cars. But today we found the bond half empty.
Before the ban came in, on average I used to bring over 80 cars in a year. But right now the market has gone down and I only buy new cars after selling. And the sales are very poor, so my importation is going down and so are other people.
When the ban on old cars was announced, those which were already in bonds were quickly bought off. The bond owners were forced to quickly sell off or register the older cars before the ban took effect because they ran the risk of losing the cars or having to export them at a loss to other countries that allow 15-year-old cars. Now only the newer and more expensive models remain gathering dust. According to the Association of Car Dealers (PRO), the dealers made losses.
We are given an extension of 3 months, which we are still waiting. So you cannot keep a car in the bond when you are well aware that after 6 months, it's going to be sold off by government. So that theory that all our cars became expensive because we had kept them for that price, phased off. So we panicked, made sure that cars are cleared in a bond, so actually sold them on credit so that we don't lose. And within that period, out of credit has been extended to our customers, which we are not sure whether they'll be able to pay it or not.
According to the Commission of Customs, many cars are in bonds at Mombasa port waiting to be cleared by owners.
While we gave this period, we had about 400 vehicles at the port of Mombasa for the Ugandans. And there is a very slow response in clearing those vehicles out of the port. So they are likely to be impounded for auction by the Kenyan Revenue Authority.
So we urge our our traders, use all those avenues. Where you can export, please do, before it is taken. If you can write to the Commission of an extension, please do, so that you don't lose your car. If you have the capacity to pay half the taxes, please write to the Commissioner, the avenue is there, and use it.
This car bond owner, who preferred to be anonymous fearing to be targeted, said he has 46 cars stuck in Mombasa. According to him, he pays $30 every day for each car. Even if they allowed you to bring those cars now into the market, are you likely to make any profit from those cars?
No, I can't get profit. I just want to get the car, at least I get capital. Even capital I cannot get in all. Yeah, because parking yard they are charging me, shipping line they are charging me, and Kenya Port Authority they are charging me.
After the grace period of registering the old cars, which were already in the country before the ban, some cars will be auctioned while others will have to be exported.
6 months, customs will auction the vehicles, but we can only auction those which are permitted by law to be in the country. So right now we are monitoring the stocks, and if the warehousing period expires, then we do the auction, which is now online.
The cheapest car in the bonds is said to be at least 20 million shillings. According to the dealers, a Toyota Primo of 1997 model, which was sold at 17 million shillings, is now at 28 million shillings. Spacio 2003 model was also sold at 18 million shillings before the ban, but it's now at 28 million shillings. A Toyota Passo 2005 model used to cost 17 million shillings. It's now at 20 million shillings. According to the Dealers Association, these prices don't match the propensity of many clients to buy cars.
Of course, it is the smaller number that has the muscle and the bigger number that have the muscle. So we're anticipating that to the local dealers, our local dealers, they might slowly be phased out of business.
In Kenya, cars older than 8 years are not allowed. It's believed that Uganda will slowly get to the level which people should begin preparing for. The car-bound owner said that this Golf had cost him about 12 million to reach here in the bond, and he knew he was going to pay about 10 million for the taxes, and he sells it about 25, 26 million. But when the new law was passed about banning the old cars that are beyond 15 years, he checked the taxes alone at 20 million. Thus, he's supposed to be selling it about 35 to 40 million. For the Ugandans who normally buy Primo cars, this very one, which is 2005 model, goes for 35 million. So if anybody wants to buy a Primo in Uganda, you must have at least 35 million. And that is something, or the costs that many Ugandans might have to take some time to adjust to. Sudil Yaruhanga, NTV.